in.
Sure, thank you.
You want to have a seat?
I think that, so talk to me. I understand that you went fishing.
I did, yeah. This time of year, I love the fly fishing.
Been fantastic.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. The weather's been wonderful. The fish have been hungry and aggressive, so it's been a great time. We've had
and I understand that you bumped into one of our clients.
Yes. Yes, yeah. In fact, they had nothing but positive to say. They sound like you've done some wonderful things for them, so I was interested in sitting down with you to see maybe what you might be able to do for us.
Well, how much do you know about Griffin Hill?
You know, I know very little. All he said is that you've come in and offered some, I think some coaching and provided some sort of training for their sales force, but they were just really pleased with what they've seen in terms of their performance and their progress in their company.
Brilliant. Well, good. Well, our Griffin Hill is a leader in achievement technology. So our clients see a rapid, substantial, sustainable growth in revenue. I think a client of ours, Capital Group, we cut their sales cycle by 67%.
Wow.
I don't know what that would do to your revenues.
Wow.
Yeah.
But, what did they sell? What does Capital Equipment do?
They're a finance firm. That's done very, very well.
Wow.
High end. Typically you have to have $1 million plus to invest.
67% though.
67%.
Impressive.
Very good. But I think talk to me a little bit more about give me a snapshot of what your company does.
Well, we're at Task.
Right.
We're a company we're a software company,
right.
And we manage It's a project management software.
Brilliant.
And so we're working with a variety of clients that are looking to have increased efficiencies in the types of projects that they're running, cutting down the lag time, cutting down the lack of communication across departments. But it's a software solution that works wonders in the industries that we target. So.
Brilliant. Well, I don't know how you are for time, but I've got a couple of questions I'd love to ask you. Is now a good time to
yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I've got about 30 minutes.
Tremendous. That's fantastic. Talk to me a little bit about how you track your success right now, as a sales team.
Right now, it's all about closes. I mean, we kind of, look for the revenue generating outcomes of closes. We have some measures of calls that are made. We keep track of the calls that are made. We have an inside and outside sales group. I focus more on the inside, so I'm working with my reps that are on the phones. I do have some oversight with some people in some of my reps in the field, but primarily an inside sales team. So we monitor calls and conversion rate from those calls to appointments or web demos. We do a lot of web demonstrations of our software being a hosted service that we offer. So that's kind of what we do currently.
What's typically your closing ratio right now? I mean, from
it's not nearly as high as we'd like it to be. We're probably hovering right around 10–15%.
10–15% of the demos that you do.
Yeah. I mean, we'd like to definitely improve that.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I think what would it mean to your revenue if we were to bump that by 5–10%?
Wow, that would be significant. I would anticipate that would, if we were to bump that, our revenues would go up exponentially. To put a figure out there, I think our monthly generated revenues are right around about 200,000. That maybe put us up into the $500,000, which is our goal. If we like to be generating about $500,000 sales with our inside sales team.
How are you in terms of are you currently on track with the goals that you set the beginning of the year?
Do you know now that's in October? No. No, you know, we have enjoyed some favorable things. I mean, so we received some good publicity, and so we've had a growing interest for our products.
Okay.
But we're falling below our targets. You know, we set ambitious goals. I mean, it's the type of organization, the culture that we have here.
Sure, sure.
But I think there's a gap in what we're, you know, doing to support our sales team, give them opportunities to achieve. I guess we're a little concerned about the quality of the training that we're offering.
Okay.
And you know, I've carried the bag. I do sell regularly still, and we brought in, you know, our venture capitalist folks have brought in some good talent that have provided some nice training, but they're not necessarily familiar with all that we do in our space, and so I think we're missing some critical skills and tools that will really propel our sales force to the front and to help us get closer to our goals.
What would you say would be your sales cycle? How long is your sales cycle from the time that you meet?
Yeah,
to
you know,
it
depends on the client,
sure.
because, you know, we do sell to government and other public folks, but in the private side, you know, we're hovering right around about 60 days.
60 days. Okay.
About 60 days, and yeah, 60 days.
Excellent. Right. What would it mean if, I mean, percentage of goal? I mean, are you 80%, 90% of goal, or you?
Right now we're probably about 65, 70% goal. Yeah. So we've got still some time to creep up there, but we'd like to be at the 75% level right now, where we're, you know, coming up on third quarter.
What do you anticipate finishing this year?
Well, I mean, right now, I mean, of course, we'd like to achieve our goal. I mean, we haven't given up hope there, but we're probably on target for about 85% or 90% of goal.
Okay. If you don't meet your goal, what would that mean to your team?
Well, it's significant, right? Because their bonuses are based on meeting goals.
Okay.
And so, yeah, they may not get the bonuses that they were hopeful they would get at the beginning of the year.
Okay. Interesting, man. I think coming into this next year, where do you see the firm, where do you see your team a year from now, 2 years from now?
Well, we do have, it changes. We have a turnover rate, which, you know, I guess the concern that I have as a manager is that if we don't meet that goal and I don't give bonuses, that some of those salespeople won't be back. And I'll be starting over anew with a new, you know, and recruiting and new talent, you know, trying to train that talent, and so I'm concerned about that because I feel like I'm reinventing the wheel every year, as we have a turnover rate that is a little higher than I'd like it to be.
Okay. What is that turnover rate?
Well, it's about 35%.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
35%
over any year period of
a year.
time. Yeah. And so we try to recruit from local, you know, the local universities here. We bring in some part-timers. The goal is to try to roll those folks into full-timers, but we're not keeping them. They're not meeting their goals. They're not happy, and they're leaving. So.
Yeah. Well, cool. I think you've given me some very, very interesting things, and your firm comes highly recommended. I think that, you know, you've outlined very clearly where you are and where you hope to be, you know, and some of the challenges that you are facing. Talk to me